congratulations to both of you. Great job in this film. And first,
Thank
let's start off by saying, very popular book. Does that add pressure, or when you have fans that are already built in, you know, and you're playing roles that, you know, there's expectations?
Yeah.
I never thought about it until we started doing press. I just thought that, you know, you try and, I don't know.
Yeah,
so
you kind of just try and, I don't know, tell an honest story and hopefully that people find that interesting. You know, because when people read a book, they sort of direct the movie in their heads. So you hope that whatever you're doing on screen kind of lives up to their expectations in a way. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. How about for you, Zoe? Anything that, you know, when you were playing her, you know, well, first of all, let's start off. Did you guys read the book? Did you read it before you had started?
No, actually, I hadn't. But obviously, once I got the part, I started reading them. It's interesting because I think it's fantastic, and we've seen firsthand because we did a tour across the country and got to meet a bunch of people at book signings and such, and it's really fantastic to see the enthusiasm that's already built in, and it already feels like it has a certain sense of acceptance. And of course, there's going to be speculation, and not everyone's going to be happy about anything ever. I think the only thing I can say is that everybody that is a part of it is really proud of it, and the authors of the books, there's something to be said of that. If the authors are happy with the movie, then I mean, obviously it stays true to the story. So, I mean, I guess it's intimidating the thought that these people could be unhappy with the product, but I guess that you can't really think about that. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure. I mean, I thought you had.
I just said 9,000 different things.
But
like
that's
I
okay,
sound like
because
my
then we
brain.
take little sound bites from that, so it all works out really well. No, it's great. So let's talk about, you know, playing like this guy. He's, you know, he's pretty cool, but his mother is kind of, you know, what's up with that? I mean, really, you know?
I don't know. Yeah, he's as confused as you are. I mean, I think he's just such a fun, lovable character. I had a great time playing him. He's sort of got this rebellious quality that he and Ethan share. You know, they both want to eventually get out of Gatlin, and they see bigger things for themselves. And even if he doesn't really think it's possible, and he's not quite as intelligent or as well read as Ethan, you know, he still gets that there's something more out there, and that this small town life is not for him. And so, and he's,
Which is fascinating that he overcomes his mother, who, generally speaking, like, you know, sometimes people nurture versus nature, but it's very interesting that it was written that way, that he's so different from his mother, he's so turned off from.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I like, and that's one of the reasons that he and Ethan are such great friends. Like, that's one thing that they really share in common, one thing that kind of keeps them both going.
Yeah, there was a good relationship between you and Alden, which we'll talk about in a second. I want to talk about your character, Ali, because you, of course, get to play the bitch, the mean girl. I mean, how much fun is that? Seriously.
Well, it's very fun. I get to ruin fake relationships instead of real ones, which is nice. You know, as an 18-year-old with crazy hormones, it's nice I get to do it fake. No, I thought it was really fun for me and exciting to get to say to myself that these people in my life who were mean to me in middle school or whatever, they were there for a reason, because I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. And sometimes when something that bad can happen to you or people are that mean to you, you can't really see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't really understand why it's happening. So it's fun for me. I got to pull from real experiences, and it was fun. I'm defensive of her, and while that being said, I understand her position in the story, because you have to understand why you're there, and it's to show the audience, in my opinion, why one of the reasons that Ethan is so disdainful of his environment. See that word I used?
Disdainful.
You
I heard
impressed?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
So, I mean, and she kind of represents everything that Lena is, and she's manipulative, and she's entitled, and she's spoiled, and she's kind of very close-minded. So, yeah, it was fun though.
Fun one to play, for sure. And do blondes have more fun? You have to dye your hair.
No, they don't. People are very mean. They don't have more fun. And people are mean to me.
They definitely don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Honestly, I've been asked that so many times, and I have no idea how to answer that.
You look great the way you are, so stay with that hair color. You guys get to work with such amazing cast in this. I can't even, you know, the veteran actors in this film, unbelievable. I mean, you, Emma Thompson, really, like, what was it like to be on set with these actors, and what kind of, as young actors yourselves growing up, what do you learn or take from these people?
A lot, actually. I mean, that is just one of the greatest things you can ask for. It's like an acting class that's free, and it's like the best
No,
one that you
we're
could.
getting paid for
Yeah,
it.
you're getting paid to be at this amazing acting class with these people, and you just get to watch them work. And Emma Thompson especially, she just has this real maternal quality about her, and just was very nurturing. And there'd even be times where she would give me direction, and I'd look at Richard, and he'd be like, yeah, let's try that. And so it was really good. It was a very collaborative process, and she was very open. And just to hear her talk, she's just the most confident and hilarious woman that I've ever met. And yeah, it was a real treat getting to work with her. And then watching the scene with her where in Seraphine and Macon, and that whole is just insane to watch.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler
yeah.
alert, guys.
And you shot in New Orleans, so you must have
Yeah.
had a great time offset, I would think, with this whole cast.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
funny because you kind of, sometimes people call like making a movie the first day of a movie. It's kind of like the first day of high school with money or whatever. But for me, it was like Thomas always says, it's like summer camp. Like it was really just everybody got along, and it's scary because you never know what. I guess you just don't know what to expect. But we all got along really well, and Thomas and I had a lot of downtime because we obviously weren't in every scene or everything. So it was fun because you're in such a cultured city. There were so many things to explore and learn about and see. And we don't hate each other, which is the best part about it.
Still don't hate each other.
Ish. Thomas,
Right?
not now.
So I have to ask you, I mean, growing up in the Hollywood family that you've grown up in, your mom, Leah Thompson, oh my God, I mean, she's so fantastic, and your dad, of course, is such a great director. Was there ever, when you were growing up, that you didn't think that you were going to be an actor, or did your parents ever say, go be a plumber, or do something else? Like,
What's funny is that they've always been very supportive of me and everything I've done, but I think probably my father had a little hint of wanting me to be a lawyer or a doctor or something, you know what I mean? But they're incredibly proud of me, and I'm incredibly proud of them, and I'm lucky to be a part of a family that's that we all kind of understand what each other's going through, and I don't feel it's hard. It's a hard subject to tread because I don't feel ashamed of them. In fact, they're my best friends, and I'm proud of them. But then at the same time, it's like sometimes it becomes irrelevant. But so yeah, I tread lightly with it.
No,
Just being
no.
honest.
Oh God, you should be totally proud. Are you kidding? And for you, Thomas, when did you know that you wanted to act? Was there a movie that you watched or an actor that you saw and you went, yeah, I think I got to do this?
I don't know if it was like one specific moment but I just know that I was doing theater in middle school, and I loved doing it so much. I was just so excited to go to rehearsals, and I just kind of I knew there's got to be something more that I can do with this, and so I was taking acting classes, and I grew up in Dallas where there's not a lot of film work, so I ended up doing like toy commercials for like Hasbro, like Super Soaker commercials and stuff. So that's where I got my start in acting.
You were born for that role.
Yeah, I know. I killed it. Killed it. You should read those reviews. And so yeah, then after that I moved out to LA, and I had a friend living out there. I didn't move out. I went out temporarily to try and audition, and ended up getting my first movie, which was just a really great experience. And yeah, so I've been living in LA ever since.
Because I didn't
really lucky,
answer your
yeah.
question. I have always wanted to be an actress, and I know that's kind of a question that people are always like, is that because your parents? And I can't say. I mean, nurture versus nature. I feel as though that it is both, and I've always been kind of dramatic and enjoyed making people feel things and having the chance to tell stories and to be a part of a creative process in feeling and making people feel things and escape kind of is like a dream come true, and I hope I get to do it for the rest of my life.